Hi, Warrior. Welcome to Module 1, Unit number whatever on social media. So welcome. You're obviously here because you're working on your business. So congratulations on that, and so happy to have you here. So the first question you're probably going to ask and wonder is, do you have to build a business on social media? And the answer is yes. But let me break it down for you. Some of the most successful people in this business, going back way ago, have done so when social media wasn't around. So you'll hear that often, that of course, you can build a business by networking, by, making great connections with those people around you. And I advise that to be the way that you get started. Sharing your journey with the people that you're closest to, your friends, your family, those people that are complimenting you on perhaps how different you're looking or feeling. Those are the people that you really want to be using as your first few people to get started, so that you can really start to understand what it's like to take care of other people, teach them the system, and use the steps and ropes yourself. But to be successful at the level where you're wanting to be bringing in a great amount of money, you want to perhaps even have it as a career or a really just authentic, juicy side hustle, then you're going to really need to use social media. Now, everyone always asks me what social media, and my answer to that is Instagram and Facebook first and foremost. From there, you can absolutely build into other areas, but they're sort of a little irrelevant from at the moment. You're really just looking at Insta and Facebook. Now, Instagram, believe it or not, is actually way more popular in getting people, to be interested in your messaging than Facebook. And there's a lot more traction through Instagram than Facebook. There's a lot of great search engine tools, and we'll dive into that in a further training. But for now, it's about tidying up your social media. So I always say this, your social media is like a shop front. Are you open or not? And by that, I mean, if I were a stranger or someone that was, one of your old school friends who is still friends with you on Instagram, and I went onto your page, what message am I getting from your page? Is it just pictures of your dog and that's it? What energy and vibe are you bringing about in your social media? So that really comes down to profile pic, that comes down to your bio and what you're mentioning in your bio. And that's coming then down to the way that your Insta looks in that first glance. Social media these days is just like when you meet someone belly to belly in real life. Remember real life? And you meet that person within 5-10 seconds, you've already prejudged them. You have a quick look at their clothes, and it's an unfortunate thing that humans do, right? But we do that. And social media is no different. When someone clicks onto your page, what is the vibe that they're getting of you? And of course, you can have pictures of your kids or pictures of the dog or whatever, but that's every sort of 4 or 5 posts. What's the other energy that you're bringing to the table? Are you about health and wellness, or are you showing drunk pictures from the weekend each and every weekend? Really having a look at that. Now, in Instagram, you can go and delete your posts, or you can archive them if you want to kind of keep them but not have anyone see them. You can tidy up everything there. I would really recommend, being creative with it, having fun with it. Take some photos of yourself, take some photos of some great things, whatever is of interest to you. Now, I really say to people, pick 3 or 4 things that are your core interests. So obviously you're here because this sort of health and wellness is something that's important to you, or at least you're trying to make it that. So that would be 1, right? Number 2 might be you like riding horses. I don't know, whatever those few things are, that's your core messaging that you want to be talking about. It's not about copying other people or being a carbon copy of somebody else, or being a carbon copy of myself or Pat or anyone else. It's about being really niche to you. Now, there are some great apps that help you to make things look and feel a little bit better. There's WordSwag, Mojo, Ash, and a few others that I will list in a document for you. But really, there are so many out there now. And I just don't want you to focus too much on just making things look pretty. What the key is in social media is sharing your journey. And people don't just want that before and after photo. They actually want to see the journey. They want to see it unfold. You know, stories in Instagram is a great way of doing this now. You can then save your stories, which is great. You can have different headings for that. Take people through a cleanse day and what that looks like for you. You know, take people through your making a shake and how easy that is to do. Whatever it is for you that feels good and feels authentic, that's what you want to be sharing. And that's what you want to be doing more and more of. You know, if you're trying to talk like somebody else, act like somebody else, post like somebody else, it's going to come across like that, and it's not going to be authentic, and it's not going to be fun for you. And that's the key. So in this video one is just about really taking stock, having a look at everything, having a look at, is your profile picture a picture of your kids and something else, or is it of you? When people are coming to your shop front, which is your social media, are they getting a good grasp of what you're about, or does it look like the shop's been closed for 6 months? You know, you can turn this around so quickly. I have seen people go from 0 followers and nothing happening, and a week later have a fully thriving online presence. And you can too, and it doesn't have to be daunting. You don't need to do tons of videos if you're not ready to yet. You know, believe it or not, I was a really shy social media user when everything first came out, but I had to get out of that comfort zone and really get used to being on camera and used to speaking. I'm not saying that you need to do that right away, but you certainly need to start to create that vibe and that energy that you want to be showing and how you want to be showing up. The next question I get asked all the time is how often you should post. Now, it used to be 3 times a day. Can you believe it? But now, because of things like stories, and there's so many, you know, avenues, there's reels now, there's so many different ways that you can be showing up. So you definitely want to be showing up every day in some form or another. And I believe you should be posting every day if you're going to try and get your business up and running. And the third thing is hashtags. I always get asked about hashtags. In Facebook, they're really irrelevant. There's absolutely no need for them. But with Instagram, they are a great search engine tool. So really have a look at the people that you want to attract. You know, so if you're a mum and you want to be talking about postpartum weight loss, then perhaps that's your hashtag. Hashtag fit mum, hashtag new mum, hashtag postpartum. The sorts of things that the people that you want to attract to your business would be looking up and searching on, and then you're going to be able to appear in their feed more. Now, you want to make sure that your profile is public and not private. The reason for that is that so people can actually see your post and that you can appear in those hashtags. If you're private, you won't. And people have to send a request to you, which is going to be a nightmare, and you're not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. So if you're brand new to social media, just get out of your comfort zone, have some fun with it. It's creative, create something, create the hashtag 30-day, hashtag the comeback, hashtag it's time to party. You know, just have some fun with the message that you want to get across. Be authentic and very honest and truthful about the journey that you're on, because that is the key to all of this. Make things look pretty in the sense of not over the top and not trying to be anything, but you don't want really daggy pictures. Again, these platforms are visual, and you want to have a beautiful visual presence in one way or another, whatever style that is for you. And really have a look at the people that you admire and research, and have a look at what they've done. You know, take some ideas. Everybody's always grabbing ideas from each other, and that's totally acceptable too. So keep going with the social media training. I look forward to seeing you in the other videos as they come. And there will be a great 4-week intensive program coming up soon too, should you wish to do it. So glad to have you here. Happy Cleanse Day for those of you who are cleansing, and we'll chat more soon. Bye, guys.